discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the New to Wrestling podcast. This week, we watched the May 4th, 1998 edition of Raw is War. And before we get into the nitty-gritty of this one, I'm going to toss the baton to my co-host here, who is going to share with you all something exciting that we have coming up and a way for you to give back to the community. So I'm gonna let her say her piece.
Okay, hi. So last week we kind of talked briefly, if you watched last week's episode, we talked briefly about potentially having something we're gonna do at the next Respect Wrestling show, and we have finally confirmed the details. I am so excited. We are going to be doing a coat drive at the next Respect Wrestling show, which will be on January 31st at the Mecca. So Respect Wrestling, My Shot, which will be Saturday, 8 p.m., January 31st. And we are going to be taking winter coats, winter blankets, or just blankets, period, and winter accessories. So like gloves, hats, scarves, socks, either gently used or new. I know some people prefer to donate new. We will be donating all of these things to Tony's Kitchen in Montclair, which is like right by where I live. And they, are a really great organization that we've been donating to for a really long time. So I'm really excited to be able to do this for them. So like I said, we're going to be collecting coats, blankets, winter accessories. And if you come to the show and if you donate a coat, you will be receiving a free Hot Girls Like Wrestling shirt. You guys have probably seen it. We're going to post about it again on our Instagram and our socials. But yes, if you bring a coat to the Mecca on January 31st for the show, you will receive a free Hot Girls Like Wrestling shirt. So this, you have incentive to donate, to clean out your closet, to get rid of things you're not using, and to give something that is so important to people who are in need right now. Especially, it's been a really cold winter so far.
I
So
know,
this
and
is
we're
like,
technically not even in winter yet.
we're not even like
So,
really in winter yet. So this will make such a huge difference for people. It's something like, it's one of those things where, like, I'm sure a lot of you like me get really overwhelmed with like the state of the world at this time. And this is like a small, sweet way that makes such a huge impact for people. So yeah, bring your coats. And also leading up until January 31st, if you would like to donate, but you are unable to make it to the show, we will be also collecting coats at my day job, Dolly Moo in Montclair. It's 217 Glenridge Ave. We'll post the details on our socials as well. But anytime during business hours, you want to come by and drop off coats, blankets, hats, scarves, gloves, socks, any warm clothes, please feel free to come by. But again, only if you come to the show and donate will you receive the Hot Girls Like Wrestling shirt. So please come out to the show. Again, it's Respect Wrestling, My Shot, January 31st at 8 p.m. at the Mecca. We hope to see you there. I'm very excited about it. I just like was like all business for a second. I was like,
no, I know
it will be.
you want to get all the details out and you want to hit them all.
Yes.
I get it. But
Yeah.
we'll be talking about it probably ad nauseum for the next couple weeks, but hey, that's how you get the word out there. Special
Yeah.
shout out to Ray Sanchez
For
who
letting us do this.
right.
Seriously. Ray, I've been wanting to do a coat drive for a really long time, and my job is wonderful, but like the space is just too small to do it like just there. And so I was like, how can I do this like in a different place, like where we can actually collect like a decent amount of stuff? And you guys know that we talk about the community at the Mecca all the time, how it's like one of the greatest communities we've ever had the privilege of getting to like weasel our way in. So this just feels like the perfect way for like this incredible community to give back to the community that, supports it. So yeah, Ray answered. I ran this by Ray and he answered me in literally 4 minutes. Like Ray
Love
has
that.
10,000 things going on and
Mm-hmm.
he answered me in literally 4 minutes flat. Like it was so incredible. I wasn't expecting to hear from him for days and that would have made complete sense to me, but answered
Hey,
me so quickly. He's so on board. And we'll be discussing it, like I said, a lot. So please bring your coats, bring your things, and come, hang out with us at the Mecca on January 31st. We look forward I'm like just so excited. I really wanted to do this for a long time. And like, it's making my heart happy. Please come hang out with us at the show. Donate your coats, donate your things. Like, I'm just, yeah, okay, love you all.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, absolutely. And it's gonna be a good time. One, you'll get to like come hang out with us if that's something that actually interests you. Please stop by, say hi, bring your stuff. And
Yeah,
um if you know, if you are in the Dolly Moo world, you'll probably be seeing a flyer for it either in the shop proper or
in the
via the
emails and
emails.
stuff. Yeah.
Um
Also, I think I'm gonna be making a document, a diary thing of Polaroids of people who donate. So also prepare to maybe have your picture taken because Ray and I are already planning drives for the next few shows. So this won't be a one-time thing. So also if you can't donate now, don't worry. There'll be plenty of opportunities to donate. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun and we're gonna make like just a little journal of the community and how amazing you guys are for helping out people who need it. So yeah, I'm really excited and yeah, that's it. I'm just like I really feel so warm and fuzzy inside and I just love everyone so much even though nothing has literally happened yet, but I just know you guys are gonna like really
Hey,
rise to the
we're working on it. We're
occasion.
working on it behind the scenes, trying to get stuff ready for it, and yeah,
Yeah.
we're very excited.
Yeah.
Um,
And shout out to Tony's Kitchen. If you guys need a cool place to donate for people who are awesome, Tony's Kitchen in Montclair is the shit. So
heard.
anyway,
Uh,
let's get to it.
let's get to it. Let's get to it. So this is the May 4th episode, 1998. The episode opens up with a little recap of last week when Vince McMahon pulls the shenanigans of making Gerald Briscoe the special guest referee for the Stone Cold Steve Austin Championship match against Goldust. Of course, we had the Dude Love involvement in that and the epic title shot. Um, that is, sorry, if you are watching the video and I seem a little distracted, my cat is creating mayhem behind me.
If you guys
Um,
don't know this, Maple is the cat embodiment of Xavier.
no,
Come to punish
1000%,
him.
an absolute menace keeping me in check
Come to
because
punish him for his crimes.
no, amen. Which is fine. I need it.
I love
Love her to
Maple.
death, but she's literally running amok. She's trying to climb into every bookshelf that has ever existed. Could not have been bothered all day. Like unbothered, sleeping on my bed. Queen of the
Today's
palace.
the day.
But today is the day she's trying to break into all my shit.
And then
So,
meanwhile, this is Tomato.
if you guys are just listening, Kelsey's roommate has a cat. His name is Tomato. And he's such a boy cat. He's just like just loves the girls
Oh,
and just flops over.
no, truly love that guy.
Truly.
He's never
S-
been in here for an episode, so weird that both the cats are in here. Anyway,
or
sorry,
roaming.
continue.
Maybe she can sense the energy. That's why she's acting a fool. We get the title shot of Vince McMahon hitting Gerald Briscoe by accident when he was obviously aiming for Stone Cold Steve Austin. And then they wrap up that little like recap promo with what corporate fury will Vince McMahon unleash, which really just it feels fitting for the times because there has been
It
just nothing
so
but corporate
does.
fury.
Holy
Uh,
shit, it really does. Like true now, true then,
mhm.
true
Mm.
always. Ow.
Amen. Speaking of ow, the opening segment is another Love Shack from Dude Love, seemingly. We have the whole set up at the top of the entrance ramp.
Hmm.
Mick Foley comes out, however, he says, cut that music.
Cut the
Um,
track,
no,
bitch.
1000%. He literally goes, it makes me sick. He's like, I don't even know who I am anymore. I already beat Stone Cold Steve Austin, and how do I get rewarded? Am I the number one contender? Do I get a rematch? No. Goldust gets a match. And then he says some derogatory things about Goldust in a teddy. Yeah, which,
Which is the least of
the
the things you
low-hanging
should
fruit.
have.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
like there's so much other material you could have
Right,
gone
right.
for.
And he says, no, what I get is to wrestle Terry Funk in a no holds barred match as if that's some kind of like constellation. A constellation is
Consolation.
funny.
As if it's
Um
written in the
Terry Funk in the
stars.
stars. Um
I
God.
wish there was a Terry Funk constellation.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Consolation.
Consolation prize. Yeah.
Now I'm second guessing me.
No, 1000%. And basically, uh, Mick is just like, so he basically just wants us to kill each other. And he's like, I'm not throwing away 13 years for a low life like Mr. McMahon. And he's like, I'll be like caught dead before you see me with two second-rate strippers out here again.
And he
And
brought up his wife and kids. Like he like broke the fourth wall. He was
mhm,
like, my wife and kids don't need to see me out here dressed like an idiot with
right.
two second-rate strippers, which was really hurtful
And hilarious.
and great.
And then he's like, Cactus Jack wants answers. Um, So he calls out Vince McMahon. He's like, "You better get your ass out here before I go find you," essentially.
And the way that Vince comes out, like as if he's like, what do you mean? Like he comes out like it just pissed me off. Like,
Right.
why are you coming out here with that stupid look on your face? Like you don't know what time it is. Like you don't know
Hmm.
what's happening. He's just like,
No, no, yeah, 1,000%. He's like, who you could
who,
possibly be calling
me?
me out? Yeah,
C'est
crazy.
moi?
Absolute insanity.
Really
Um,
stupid.
she's made her grand escape. She'll be back. She always does.
She'll be
Um,
back.
So, as soon as Vince McMahon comes out, Dude Love has his like, sorry, apologies. Mick Foley has his Dude Love costume in his hand, throws it in Mr. McMahon's face, and Mr. McMahon's like, I own this place. What do you think you're doing? He's like. Mick Foley
Frightening.
essentially is like, you won't catch me dead in this again, yada yada. And then he's like, oh, I you're just like everybody else, just bitching and moaning like I didn't get that opportunity, I didn't get that promotion. And honestly, I thought better of you, Mick. And you're like, "Oh, here we go, Gaslighter Supreme." Um,
Like,
and he's
I
like,
cannot.
and he goes, fighting Terry Funk isn't a punishment, it's a reward. And
It's like a reward.
no,
Sorry.
literally. And he's like, essentially, he's basically goes, you need to kill Terry Funk to prove that you want to be the number one contender. And
He
you're
went
like,
full Indiana Jones Temple of Doom, where he's like, you have to rip out his beating heart and let the blood run down your forearm. And I was like,
get a
girl,
grip.
what?
Right.
I was like,
Um,
girl, what?
and also, like, what Terry do?
I
Like,
know Terry's in the back, like, what?
I was like,
Wait, me?
weren't we having like a great time with him like teaming with Flash Funk or Too Cold
I,
Scorpio? Like,
yeah,
hello?
I thought we were cool. I've been doing my job. I've been minding my business. I go out here when you tell me. I leave when you tell me to do that too. Why do we have
Oh,
to rip out my beating heart?
crazy.
Go get that man. Stone Cold. You
Listen,
don't like
but if
him?
there's anybody that's down for a brawl, especially of this variety, it's going to be the Funkster himself.
It's so true.
Um,
I love him so bad.
1,000%. So Stone Cold Steve Austin then comes out because he's like, well, y'all been talking about me a little too long. And so he comes out with a grappling hook, which is insane.
But like, what the
Planning on doing some scaling, Stone Cold.
some spelunking.
Right. I was like,
I
hello,
don't think like
crazy.
gives like I don't know, like secondary NPC in like a pirate game that for some reason their weapon of choice is a what do you call it?
A grappling hook.
A grappling hook. It's like, girl, you can't actually fight with that. Put that down and pick up a pistol. Like, what are you
1,000%.
doing?
So Stone Cold is basically just pissed because obviously
What else is
Mr.
new?
McMahon is
Yeah.
just setting up him for failure every week. So he comes down and he done messes up the entire Love Shack set. He kicks every
I
one
just
of
got
those
goosebumps.
those balloon chairs all over the set. He takes down the whole back wall, like
With the
middle school
hook, though,
set and all. He
he
said
uses the grappling hook and uses it like too effectively to the point where I'm like, what are you doing in your free time? Like,
right,
why do you know how to
Wrangling.
use that so well?
Wrangling. He's from Texas.
Wrangling, yeah, Tejas.
So he messes up that whole set, flips lots of birds
Oh my
to
God.
anybody who
A
will,
flock of birds.
and we know it's the first hour, because it's blurred.
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah, yeah. There's different rules because of the way that
The time, yeah.
because the second half of Raw ends up
No
technically being in
blurs.
late night TV, so it has less rules.
That makes
Uh,
sense. I thought they just for like missed one. Oh, that makes
no,
okay,
no,
da
no,
da
no,
da.
no. Yeah.
Okay.
So from And if you remember the DX speech, where he's like, from the hours of 9 to 10, we will only say this, this, and this, and then
Yes.
yeah. So
Yes.
there are different rules depending. And that's also
Quarterback.
why they call the first hour Monday Night Raw and the second hour Raw is War. Fun facts for you all.
Why
Because I
am
guess technically
I
to the like the TV company, like they bought like
war?
two shows. You know what I mean?
Oh,
They have
why am
Monday
I
Night
so
Raw from
stupid?
9 to 10. No, you just
It took me
weren't
so long
watching
to
in
unlock this.
1998. You know what I mean?
And I
Um,
just like we just watch straight through, like there's no commercials. So we're
right,
just like zing.
right,
I
right,
just
right.
don't
And
even.
that's why there was a second like theme song in the middle of the show because it's
Oh,
technically a different
a
show.
different
Technically.
show.
Right. Isn't that crazy?
Television is weird.
Right.
I get why we've strayed from her a bit and
Mm-hmm.
went to streaming because that was a there were weird rules and parameters. Not that there
Mm-hmm.
aren't for streaming that are probably weirder, but
Right. But hey,
I don't know what's going on back there behind that
no.
wizard's
N-
curtain, and I
n-
don't know if I want to know,
No,
especially right
I
now.
think that can, yeah, I don't need to know how the sausage is made.
Yikes.
Next we
No
have
thanks.
the Nation of Domination, fresh with their new member Owen Hart. It's official. He's a member of the
I have to
nation.
tell you, I was surprised by the reaction from people who you guys who watch because people were like, "Oh my God, I love when Owen Hart goes to the nation." And I was
Hmm.
like people were commenting like, "Oh man, this is the best." And I was like, "What do you guys know that I don't everything?" But like I'm like,
But
"Oh shit, I didn't know this was a flex. Y'all got me hyped for it." Like I was
well,
like
his theme
reading the
song also
comments like,
slaps when he gets his like nation like theme. It's great. It's like the best one of them
"Yeah.
all. It's
Oh,
like
I'm so excited.
hmm hmm
Y'all got me
Uh,
hyped."
so Owen's a member of the nation officially. We learn that Ken Shamrock has two broken bones in his leg due to Owen
And
Hart shattering it with a steel chair and then the never-ending sharpshooter. And oh, and then for some reason, Sergeant Slaughter decides that we're not doing any outside people today. That's today he decided to put his foot down, show up to work. I don't get it. This man could not be more pick and choosy with his authority than I've ever seen. Like the man,
it's it's literally Xavier brought up a good point that it's literally always like the brown people and then
mm,
the women. Like I was like, and the women. It's like China and Sunny get the fuck out. Like,
right,
or China, he like specifically had some maniacal glee locking her in that cage. I'll never forget. And
right.
like it's always like the the
I
darker
swear,
skinned
but
people
for the
and the
longest time,
women.
I'm telling you, DX can just like run rampant with their
18
18
people.
members, and like, but the nation can never have anybody out there. Sergeant
Even
Slaughter is always on their ass. I'm like,
even
Jesus.
DOA.
Right.
Missing. Every Sergeant Slaughter nowhere to be seen.
No.
Bikes, members, shenanigans,
Right.
chicanery, the Bopsy twin swap.
No, absolutely.
Nowhere.
No. It's absolutely
But the Nation
bonkers.
of Domination comes out.
Yeah, crazy. So it's
That's
going to
too
be
many.
the first combination of The Rock and Owen Hart as a tag team, which honestly slaps.
Slice.
And Farouk and his tag team partner Steve Blackman. So obviously they've been going at it for a hot minute. We love to see it. They're
Sure.
going to trying to get their lick back for Ken Shamrock. Well, specifically Steve Blackman is definitely trying to do that. And the match starts with just chaos. They're kind of all over the arena, like to start.
Mm-hmm.
It takes them a good hot minute to actually get in the ring. Steve Blackman is essentially, again, I love the progression of Steve Blackman. He's just getting better and better in the ring every time. You
Yep.
see him really focusing on Owen's legs. He's trying to get his revenge. Um,
Yep.
Farouk does a pile driver on The Rock during this match that is absolutely brutal. I was like, that looks crazy. I think it's because The Rock is so tall.
Yeah.
And like not that Farouk isn't tall, but he's just like, more like stumpy. So like there's just like I don't know, just the way that he just like drops him on his head. I was like it the pile driver is good when it makes you gasp, you know?
There were a few moments where I gasped. I honestly like
Oh, the
sometimes
spine
like
buster on Owen
oh
also
my
was brutal.
God. I literally Xavier and I were saying something else and I literally went Like it's
Right.
like got so freaked. Honestly, sometimes I sleep on Farouk. Like
Mm,
I play myself and sleep on Farouk. Like he is so scary. Like
right.
he really be throwing bitches.
Hmm.
Like
Listen, there's a reason why WCW made him a world champion in
Big
1992.
Daddy.
So,
And
uh,
he's got, I just have to say it, he's got the best cake.
yeah,
That that ass is crazy. And that's the last I'll say. But
truly unmatched. But
no, I'm
no,
thinking about it.
no, I'm thinking about it, especially when he comes out in the acid wash jeans. Um,
Ew.
no,
Okay, sorry.
no, the commentary kind of, I like this kind of notion, like that the Hearts just abandoned Owen in WWF. I mean,
Like,
to be
what the
fair, Brett obviously, that was done to him. Everybody else, though,
No, listen.
kind of bailed on him. Not gonna
Kind of
lie.
did. No, certainly. And Owen
S-
was like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna see. Like,
right.
but it
So,
is funny that it either sounds like they all died in a horrible accident and he's this, they always call him the sole survivor, or that
right,
he was completely abandoned and again, like, not know.
right, right. I like that storyline. Or at least I like that as the catalyst for why, he's
He's
with
so
the
mad.
nation. Like
Yeah.
he's
And
like,
he
well,
was
my backup
absorbed.
left. Like, so
Yeah.
I went
That's
and
no, so
found me some
true.
new backup.
New
So
family.
1000%. So the match continues. It's going great. And of course, Double J has to get his self involved. He comes,
What a
runs
butthole.
up onto the apron while the referee is distracted by The Rock doing something, I'm sure. Hits Steve Blackman with a cutter across the rope. Owen follows that up with a spinning heel kick, thus picking up the victory for the nation. I don't know. It's Owen's first outing with the nation. I've had a feeling he was going to pick up the victory. Um, then then they follow this up with just the most random video package narrated by Vince McMahon of Gerald Briscoe. It is
Girl.
not that, like, I mean, I get it. Like, he had a career, but it's like a video package that like goes into his career and then
Girl.
turns car commercial, and then it's like a family, like, it just feels like they're answering
Literally.
like a hostage note. You know what I mean? They're all just like sitting
It
so
was,
uncomfortable. Like one of Briscoe's kids has like the middle part from Satan. Like it's a
you guys,
mess.
his kids were so squarely in the 90s, like
Mm,
like the 90s children you have seen.
hmm.
Like it was the shaved side of the head, but then the long hair up top, but middle part and like slicked down and
Mm,
blonde.
right.
And then the wife was
Wearing
still
a
in the
fit
80s,
straight from Golden Girls. Like
straight from girl,
straight from
the
Golden Girls.
aqua blue and then the shirt had like fish on it, like pastel colored fish.
Right.
I was literally like, what the
Listen,
fuck is
there are a number of bathrooms in Florida that are based on that outfit. I guarantee it. Like, I
the
guarantee.
bathroom at SeaWorld specifically, by the way?
Amen.
But
Amen.
also like the restaurant that has like an early bird special has that kind of like bathroom
Yeah. And
situation.
also the restaurant that closes shortly after the early bird special. They
Yes,
only
we're only
have
open till 2 p.m.
Amen.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
but then they follow that up with our first video package of Edge, and I was so excited.
Ooh.
I was so excited. I put both my arms in the air. Like I was like like it was like a victory of mine, as if I had done anything.
As if he was in the on the production team and he was like, looks good, guys. Looks good.
It's fantastic. First of all, I'm such an edgehead. Love that guy. Love that
I know
guy.
nothing
Quite a
about him.
career. You will love him, or at least
I'm
I
sure I
do.
will. I mean, he's
But
definitely serving my type for sure.
for sure, especially like upon his like entry, what, long hair, brooding, yeah. So
It hurts.
I love it. It's just like this great, like, this great like kind of grainy video package. He's like beating up people on the street with this like I want to say the voiceover gave Sting's entrance at Starcade 97 like that like
Yeah.
girl like kind of like faint in the background like giving you
Mm,
like the most like cryptic poetry you've ever
I
heard.
love it.
Yeah, like just
I
soul
rewatched that
bearing.
too much.
Listen,
Makes me
there
feel
is no too
good.
much. It's great. The
I'm
ending
like
was wild, but the intro of that match,
fierce.
A1.
Yeah, I have to say, don't be mad. I thought for 1 second that was Triple H because it was so blurry in the long blonde hair
Mm-hmm.
and the black. I was like, wait, and then I was like, no, that's not him. His eyes are like bigger and like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
broodier. There's
Yeah,
something
yeah,
else
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm
yeah,
excited. It'll be good.
I'm really excited. Like, do we know how long we have to wait? How long is he gonna edge us?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know like as far as like when his debut actually happens. I can look it up and let you guys know, or
I don't
we
know
could
if I
just let it
want
be a
to know.
surprise.
I was gonna say I don't know if I want to know because it's just only because they've been debuting Val Venus for 18 weeks, and I'm like, I don't know,
I get it.
shit or get off the pot, but
I get it. I get it.
I get
Um,
it.
uh,
But I guess this is the point because now I'm just like
Give it to me.
repping.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing. So next we have in our next segment is DX coming out, what is supposed to be a tag team championship match between the New Age Outlaws and the DOA because the DOA pulled the sister swap last week and got a victory over the tag team champions. So they,
Right.
in theory, should be the number one contenders. So uh, Triple H grabs the mic. He likes to start us off. We get the whole like DX intro, the for the thousands in attendance, that
And
whole
the
thing.
millions running it home.
Um, the let's get ready to suck it. Great stuff.
Right.
He's like Operation DX continues. This time it's going to be like on the front lines. And then I love it. I love when Road Dogg talks. I think they should have. Listen, the fact that Road Dogg was standing behind Jeff Jarrett for years is insane to me,
Girl, what
considering the
the?
caliber of like speaker that the Road Dogg is and
That's
the
so true.
nothing Jeff Jarrett gives me.
Who?
So I listen,
I
I'm
know.
not like
He
like an
goes to
all-around Jeff
TNA.
Jarrett hater. It's just this era of Jeff Jarrett literally does nothing for me.
It's horrible from
It's
top to bottom. The hair, the outfit, the intro,
it's
the
outdated is
it's
what
awful.
especially for what everything else is going around, like going on around Jeff
How are
Jarrett.
we doing
This
Undertaker and
feels
Kane and Jeff
crazy.
Jarrett? Yeah, no,
Right.
exactly.
Um,
I what was I gonna say? No, I don't remember. Oh, yeah. Well, whatever.
the Road Dogg basically is like, oh, like just because the DOA like pulled a little fluke does not mean jack. Like this is going to be a cakewalk for us. Then they are interrupted by LOD 2000, of course, with Sunny, and
Mm,
Hawk starts this promo off by calling
girl.
DX5 dingleberries hanging from the crack of an obese, sweaty man. And you're like, oh, just painting us the word picture already. And
He
listen,
always
if
takes
you
me
know
there.
me, I love a word
You
picture.
and you're good at it too.
So,
If I want to ask Xavier about an outfit, he paints me the most beautiful word picture about like describing it
mm,
ever. And I was
I
like,
get it.
I just need you on in my life forever to do this. Thank you.
But he's using his powers for I guess evil. I guess in this
Yes.
instance, and he challenges the all of DX to an eight-man tag between themselves and the DOA, which seems a little bit presumptuous on their part, being that the DOA was supposed to have a title match. So the
I
fact that they were
agree.
like, actually no, let's just like make it an eight-man is a little bit like, why don't you get in line?
No, yeah, I
As
would have
if
been
I was
if I was
DOA, that would be
yes.
my like logic at the very least. Like,
I'd be
I'm
like,
sorry,
"Hey,
why are
why
you
don't we do?"
speaking for me? Mm-mm.
But they never speak for themselves. And honestly, they shouldn't because the few times they did, we were like, "Ooh,
Yikes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I
yes."
agree. I agree. So it's so funny. So they're going back and forth on their little like barbs at each other, and X-Pac grabs the mic and is like, "Oh, like you want an ape man? Like we accept." And then both Hawk and Animal go in on X-Pac and they're like, "Oh, they like little man, this, that, and the other." And Hawk's like, "I'm talking to you." And then Xbox goes like, "Why don't you talk to this?" Gesturing to his like crotch, and without missing a beat, with like it was the most beautiful timing I've ever seen. He goes, "Oh, I can't see it." Oh, oh, gagged, gooped.
Fatality.
No, 1000%. What
Fatality. He's dead.
he goes, "Can't see it."
He
And
goes,
then
I
Triple
I
H
can't
tries
see
to
it.
make some like, "Oh, like you're too fat to see yours," comment. And LOD just like eats it up. He's like, "Oh, well, I'm really shaking in my boots." And I was like, and then they walk off, and I was like, "Girl, the I
Girl
can't see it."
munched.
Crazy.
Without, okay, Xavier and I have talked about this at length before. The best insults are when you don't even curse. And it's
Mm-hmm.
almost like a throwaway statement of like, yeah, well, why don't you like talk to this? I can't see it.
Right.
How could I possibly talk to it if there's nothing there, baby? Oh
Right.
no, where'd it
Oh, what
go?
happened?
What
Accident?
happened there? Were you born like this or tragic accident? Like,
Kendall.
Not the Kendall. And literally, you could tell X-Pac was like gagged. Like, he had
Right.
nothing to say.
Right.
Like, get honestly, no one is messing with my boy Hawk. No one.
No,
No
but
one. That's my
first
boo.
of all, he's going to say the most insane sentence you've ever heard from the
And then
rip. And then
and
he's
then
going to
cut
follow
you.
it up by like just like that offhanded comment. And then he's going to follow that up by kicking your ass. Like, it's
He is
amazing.
like the definition of nut up or shut up. And he
Literally.
always nuts up, so he don't shut up. And it's
Amen.
fierce. I love it.
A,
They're not fucking with him. They're
no.
not. I love,
So,
I can't see it.
amen.
I'm pocketing that right in the,
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm sure that's going to be useful as a woman. Also probably useful as a gay man. So like
yeah, absolutely.
let's
Listen,
both
I love when
put that
let's
back
put that in
here.
practice. Let's put that in practice and we'll come back and
We'll circle
discuss.
back. Oh, don't worry. I will
You
let you
guys
know
do
when
it
that
too.
comes out.
And I'll let you know too, because the stage of life I'm in right now, girl,
Amen.
woof.
Love this season. Anyway, so, so next we have a replay of last week, and it's basically like it's the Paul Bear, Kane's my son, like I'm his daddy situation. Kelsey is vehemently against this storyline. She does not want any part of it. She's like,
I don't.
I don't buy it. I don't want to buy it. Don't make it make sense because it don't.
It never will. Don't buy it. I don't buy it and don't sell it because it's not working. I don't
No.
care. Good night.
Amen. Amen. So we're gonna move on for that for now. We will touch
Mhm.
base on that later. Now our next match is Dan Severn taking on our boy Savio Vega. It honestly, Dan Severn has, of course, gone solo. He is no longer with our dear friend Jim Cornette after the events of last week, where Jim Cornette did put his whole, I guess, fist in his mouth when he slapped Dan Severn only to just get throttled by him, which is essentially what happened to Savio Vega also, poor guy. This match was literally a minute and a half long. uh Severn hits the power slam, hits a submission. Vega's done.
Curtains. Sorry,
Curtains.
Savio.
Sorry, babes, so sorry. Wish you deserved better, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. Someone's got to
Sorry,
feed the
BB.
beast. Um,
Literally.
amen. And that's a Kim Petras quote for you. So
Mm. Mm, mm,
okay,
mm, mm,
so
mm, mm,
next
mm.
we're gonna circle back to Paul Bearer right now. So we get we're gonna circle back right now.
So
Um,
Paul Bear, Dan Severn eats Savio Vega back to Paul Bear, and we're back.
yeah, we're back. So we get this like little intro of um Jerry the King Lawler in the locker room with Paul Bearer basically being like, "Oh, like we'll be like with um Paul Bear after this commercial break to talk about like the events that unfolded like last week. And and of course, so what ends up happening is we get this kind of like faux like the camera gets put down onto like a chair or something, and
It's like,
they're like out of character, so they're like, oh, like, can you give me a water, this, that, and the other. And then Jerry's like, okay, like level with me, like what is going on? And he's like, I told you, like I'm Kane's father. And he's like, okay, but like how, essentially. And I'm giving Jerry a lot of credit because he asked it far more crudely um than I'm willing to repeat. So
yeah.
um basically the story goes that Paul Bear was a fresh 19-year-old more guy working at the mortuary, because there's so many of those running around.
Mm,
And right. And apparently, the Undertaker's mother was just like this slutty woman walking around and like Teddy's seducing like the 19-year-old that works at the mortuary. And apparently that he walked in because at this point he wasn't, fat, and what he said, he was kind of studly, quote unquote. Jerry was not buying that. He Googled his way all the way through that one. He did.
I
Uh,
hate when I have something in common with Jerry. Don't do that.
no, yeah, I understand. And he's like, basically, the Undertaker's mother took his virginity, on the kitchen floor of the mortuary, and then they really go off the rails because they take that whole locker room, speak very seriously over there in the Jerry Lawler camp, and he essentially paints the picture that he's banging the Undertaker's mom on the kitchen floor, and he hears the Undertaker like come down and like stop. They have to like stop what they're doing, because if they hadn't, the Undertaker would have seen his mom's legs on either side of the coasts,
He
essentially.
said one leg was in New
New
York and
York,
the
the other
other one
was
was
in
in
LA.
LA.
And you're like, okay. I was like, I understood what was going on well before that, so thanks. Um,
Thanks.
yeah, and then yeah, so that's basically the gist of it all. And then it immediately like cuts to what I assume to be post a commercial break, where Jerry's just kind of standing there looking like a little scared shitless because he knew what he had done said on air. And he
Mm.
goes, I would like to apologize. We obviously did not know, like, did not want that conversation to be like broadcast. So I'd like to apologize to Paul Bear.
Well, I
And
apologize to Paul Bear, which is
right,
crazy. I mean,
not
fine, whatever.
not the Undertaker, but okay.
Or
Um,
even
and we're just
Kane.
like,
I don't want to know how I was made, you nasty,
right. I was just
which
like,
didn't
oh,
happen, but
okay. So yeah, so
no,
thoughts?
no,
No.
no. They're like, I actually, it made it even more unbelievable to me. Because, first of
Right.
all, you're telling me a virgin gave her the time of her life, a 19-year-old virgin.
Okay.
You
Okay.
finished in 3 seconds.
Right.
Let's be serious.
1000%.
If that even occurred.
No. Yeah.
And you want to know something? People love to bring up stories, outlandish stories, when the other person is no longer with us to defend themselves.
Which is crazy.
Which, get the DNA test. Get Maury out here. I'm sick. I'm sick of the games. Get
Mm.
Maury out here right now because I need to know if he is the father, which he's not.
So,
There's no, what? I just literally, every time I hear this, I go like this to my brain and I just kick it.
throw it
I
away.
kick
I
it.
don't want it.
I don't want to see it.
I don't want
I
to
don't
look at her.
believe
I
it.
don't know her.
I am a denier. I am a pallbearer father denier.
Mm.
And uh, yeah, no.
No, I
And also,
understand.
ew. I'm
Also,
like, I
ew.
hate to be the pearl clutcher. Don't make me her. I don't like that. But like,
Mm.
I hate conversations like this.
Mm.
Like this, I don't like. It's
Gross.
icky and I don't like it. It's something like she was like like squealing and grunting on me. Like you're
Moaning and
so
groaning were his
ugh.
words. And you're
Li-
like, okay.
And I know you as a 19-year-old virgin, she I know that didn't happen. If that's the story,
I'm
no, it
calling
didn't.
bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. Thank you very much. But next they hit us with a replay of Sable's challenge to Mark Miro, which we know will be coming up next week because, 2 weeks. And then they hit us with like a training video package of Sable, full beat face,
Girl.
working out, pull-ups, kickboxing. Love to see it. Great stuff. I was like,
I mean, honestly,
she looked amazing. She
I
looked
like
amazing,
it.
and I fully understand why Sable holds the imagination of the audience.
Certainly.
Yes.
I do.
It
Although I will say I think I didn't mind this because it wasn't like so like
wasn't
he's
so overtly
this,
like that.
he's
No, no. She was like
that.
actually training, and
Like
she just looked
working
hot.
out and she
Right.
had her workout and she's a beautiful woman so she looked hot. Like
Right.
that's it. But the full beat was crazy, but like sure.
But yeah, it's a TV show.
Yeah. But yeah, I actually didn't mind this at all because it just made her look strong and beautiful.
hmm
Oh no, what a
hmm
nightmare. So I get
Amazing
it.
stuff. But that takes us into our next match, which is Mark Miro taking on Jeff Jarrett. Match never gets off the ground. Steve Blackman says, "Oh no, you wanna fuck me up in my match? Well, welcome. You're not even gonna get yours started." He done starts beating him up all
Love.
over the ringside, drop kicks him on the outside. He's like throwing like the referees like off of him. Love to see it.
Such a slay. You know who he should team up with?
Hmm.
Savio Vega. The
Ooh,
two of them,
that
you
would
won't
be
even get
good.
a word in. I'm dropping
Just
from the
legs,
ceiling
legs, legs.
to
Though,
literally, they're
no,
so kicky.
nothing but kicks with those
Oh my God.
guys.
Yeah, no, Steve Blackman is like I always loved Steve Blackman, check the track.
hmm
But this where he's just like I'm not wait. 'Cause he literally first of all is answering our prayers every time because when Double J was like singing in the one time and then Steve came in and was like, shut the fuck up and just like beat him
Right.
up. And we were all like,
No,
thanks.
literally,
And
Steve
then
is
today,
exactly what we are thinking. He is the physical
exact
physical embodiment of like what we want to happen.
he
And
makes me think that he's my sim and I'm just like thinking and he just goes like new command.
right,
Like
no, 1000%. Oh, and
beats
I
up.
eat that up. I
Me
eat it up.
too. He's like I'm his number one fan right now.
They need to be having a proper match good and soon. Because it's
Hmm.
overdue. Because this has been going
Truly,
on for like a little bit. And
truly.
Steve's really just kind of just been sucked into whatever Ken's got going on. And it's time for him to get his own kind of like story and
I agree with that.
situation.
I
I
agree.
think he's good enough, and especially if he's in somebody like Jeff Jarrett is experienced enough to lead somebody new like Steve Blackman through a match. So I
Agreed.
think it's time to see it. So next we have the DOA and LOD 2000 teaming up to take on D Generation X. So LOD comes out, Sonny gets immediately ejected again to our point. Um uh,
Boop.
so right. So then the New Age Outlaws come out on scooters, love to see it. And China is going to seemingly get ejected when Xbox like, actually, you know what? I'll go. I'll leave. I'll leave and she's gonna wrestle. And we're like, okay, okay. So you really want to play Chihuahua, bark, 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 and then skedaddle the second
No.
somebody bigger than you wants to run up on your set for your big mouth. That's You are out
Whoa.
here writing checks your ass didn't want to cash. Got it.
Girl.
Got it.
Writing checks with your mouth, your ass can't
That's
check.
what I'm saying. I was like,
Girl.
hello?
Big Chihuahua energy.
I was like, what is this? I was like, real. Not that I'm like disappointed to
No,
see China wrestle,
same.
never. But it's like you literally were the focal point of that little promo earlier, and now you're not even gonna wrestle.
I'm not kidding.
Boo.
I thought that too. Boo, it's bitch boy shit because how do you get called out, say like, "Oh, yeah, suck this," and then like just go, "Actually,
Never mind.
I'm gonna sit in the back. Yeah, I'm just like a
Yeah.
little tired. Like, I'm
It was
just
like,
kind of like not feeling it."
right. And I was
What
like,
a
okay.
pussy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, love to see
Want to see
China. Not the
China. I
point.
was
Not the
psyched, but
point. But I was
literally
just like,
LOD called you
hey,
out specifically.
right. And maybe
And
that's
then it
why
makes
he
you
didn't want to do it. But it's like,
but it makes you suspicious. It's like, why won't you wrestle?
I
What are you hiding?
was like, is he hurt right now? I don't even know. Um, I,
Oh,
but we
that's a
haven't
good
seen
point.
him wrestle like in
At
WWE
all.
again yet. So,
Talking a
uh,
lot of shit for not wrestling.
that's what I'm saying. Um,
Ew.
So, the match is decent. It's an
Yeah,
eight-man tag. It tends to be a
for
little
sure.
chaotic by nature. China hits a Hurricane Rana, which is nice. It looked
Beautiful.
good.
Mm-hmm.
She got in there. She like hit him. She hit him with the low blows. She was mixing it up. Love to see
She
it.
did some stuff.
DX is dominating like a lot of the match. Not gonna lie,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
especially
completely.
the first chunk, and then all of a sudden, with no real like cause or
What the
like
fuck
nothing
happened?
that was like a real inciting incident, the Legion of Doom and DOA just start absolutely beefing, and then they start fighting, and they were like fighting all over like the ringside area, and like they cannot be separated, and literally the camera cuts to Triple H and DX in the ring, and he goes, let's just go. And
But you know
honestly,
what? Same.
yeah, yeah,
Bitch
you know,
me. I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. Again, but that's the thing is like you guys came out here talking all of this shit, and then all of a sudden you forget the mission. You
I'm
forget the
not
mission.
kidding.
What
Girl, I literally
happened?
was like, girls, you're embarrassing me.
Right.
First of all, linking up with the DOA was is one thing, and again, I still don't get it, whatever. But that was one demerit against you. But I understand linking up with people you don't necessarily like to get your vengeance. Fine, fine, fine.
No,
But
literally
this, we're beefing with each other, so we can't even fight the people we challenged to fight.
crazy.
Girls, get it together. And also
Right.
because it was Animal and Hawk and Thing 2, whatever, on the outside of the ring. Like, so it was like the LOD like ganged up on him, which again, I don't necessarily hate to see, but I was like, girlies, eyes on the prize. What are we doing? This
Right.
is so not like you. You really need Sunny out here that bad to keep you guys together? Like,
Right.
what's going on?
Yeah. I don't honestly it was
No
very chaotic.
explanation,
No, it
no
was
reason,
and we were just like, oh, this is happening now. So what? We're gonna forget about the tag team championships and go after each other? Come
girl.
on.
And it's
I'm
like
hoping
so
at the
bad.
very least we get a number one contendership match like out of the deal. Like,
Please.
please. Like,
And
but I
like
thought we
it's
were having a
so
championship match tonight. So
yeah, first we're supposed to have a championship map, then LOD match, and then LOD is like, no, let's do this crazy one, this 8-man one.
and then they turn
X-Pac
on their
doesn't
tag team
fight.
partners.
Yeah, X-Pac doesn't fight. China does. Okay, fine. Then y'all are fighting for no discernible reason. It's so bad it goes all the way into the back where like we
Right.
go to commercial and you guys are still fighting.
Right.
And no one even knows why. And the worst part is no one even cared to ask. No one
Right.
went, why are they fighting? What happened? They're just like, they're fighting. Okay.
Great.
Girls, you're embarrassing me. This was upsetting to me, and I didn't
Yeah.
like it.
No. Well, hopefully we get some kind of further explanation and or a match
For
um
real.
coming up shortly. Next we have Goldust taking on Kane. Goldust coming off of his disappointing, I guess, loss, sort of, to Stone Cold Steve Austin last week. Kane still very much so injured from the Inferno match. His
Those like
hands all
gooey,
kinds
nasty
of
bandages.
right. I was like, oh, I mean, nice touch though, because there's no way that man is like upkeeping with like whatever the doctor was telling him. Like, just look at him.
He
Um,
didn't go to a doctor, girl.
you're right. You're right.
He put
1000%.
some
His,
toilet
his
paper on
daddy
that
wrapped
shit.
him up.
Blech. No, no. I hate it. Ew.
I hate it.
Oh, I'm
Um,
picturing it. Ugh, I can't.
Speaking of, I really hated Goldust licking the ropes
Ew.
while he
Okay.
was like puppy humping the ropes at the same time. I was like, please don't do this.
Your
Please don't
other
do
thing,
this. Like, please don't do this.
he was like, "You want the real gold dust back? It's gonna cost you."
No,
And then he was like,
1000%. I was like, oh, girl.
"Girl,
It's like you're gonna give yourself herpes. Stop.
I know you need a tetanus shot after that.
You're gonna be
Ew.
climbing all over those
Girl,
ropes.
you're gonna get something in your mouth. You don't want to know. I don't want to know. Girl, it's
Gross.
gross.
Yeah,
Don't
I was
touch
like,
it. People, and it was the middle one. Like people bounce their ass off that
one
one for
thousand
like
percent to get
momentum.
into the ring. Yeah.
You're gonna,
Oh, crazy, crazy,
ugh.
crazy.
Jeez.
So the match does not last very long. Goldust is trying to go after Kane's hand. Kane's like, okay, but I still have another one. Yeet. For most of the match. So, that goes on until the Undertaker comes down and he runs. He made
Yeah.
haste down the ramp and absolutely brains Paul Bearer from behind. He said, "You're gonna talk about my mom?" Got it.
You
Period.
talking
You're gonna talk
about
about
fucking
my
my
dead
mom?
mother? Got it. Okay.
The one you did like what is it?
Right.
Exhumed her dead body
And lit it on
and now
fire?
and lit it on fire. Now you're gonna come here talking about your magical night in the kitchen. I
Right.
will beat your ass. And it was
It
it was
was
so
so good.
delightful. Come from the back, just the hard bah.
So that's exactly what you get. That's exactly what you get for running
So
your mouth like that.
I am a proud member of the talk shit get hit lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Talk shit get hit,
Absolutely.
bitch.
And that's exactly what happened. Paul
Beat the
Bearer
boot.
goes down. Kane forgets about the match, obviously, starts
My
going after his
dad.
brother. They start beating each other up the ramp. Of course, Sergeant Slaughter is like out there trying again, like he was really trying to be on his P's and Q's today, like welcome to work. And
Get a job.
it was crazy. So he's trying to separate this, and the Undertaker's like, "Get off me!" and then brains Sergeant Slaughter. And I was like, "Okay, listen,
Fierce.
listen, you can't half show up to work and then expect anybody to listen to you. Like that's crazy, especially
Also,
not these two big bitches. You're crazy."
I swear, like you're entering the lion's den. Expect to maybe get bit, you know?
Yeah, no, 1000%. Um, uh, what were you gonna say something?
No.
Oh, I did it. So more on that. We'll see where this goes and what is ultimately the next phase of the Kane Undertaker saga. We get a video package of the relationship of Terry Funk and Cactus Jack. Basically them going from kind of like a student teacher kind of relationship into a kind of a feud that carries them all over Japan,
So good.
ECW, the death matches that we've talked about here, and beyond. And then they talk about how that turned into a just ridiculous friendship based on insanity, like a
It's so
mutual
great.
insanity.
I love
And
watching
they
them
always cut to
together.
that like that scene of them like in the ring just kind of like lounging and like
I love
talking.
them.
Very cute. We go into them as a tag team. The inevitable like uh Cactus Jack quitting and that whole speech after they lost to the New Age Outlaws in that cage match. um Terry Funk's basically leaves that video package being like, I love him like a son, but if I have to kick his ass, like that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And you're like, all right, here you go.
I love them.
I know they're so
I love them so much.
right.
This vignette or video package brought me so much joy.
Amen. Amen. And so we're gonna go from there. That's gonna take us into our main event eventually. But first, we have another promo from Val Venus. He's on his newest movie set, Val Venus, Soldier of Love, co-starring the Jenna Jameson.
He won me over with this.
They said,
He
they
got me.
said listen, it works. Listen, I if you're gonna commit to this bit and he is the porn star like character, Bob, you get the porn star of the 90s to
Jenna.
rubber stamp that because now you just go, okay, like I'm in. You got Jenna Jameson to do
I'm not
this.
kidding. He won me over with that. She popped up and I went, it's Jenna Jameson.
No, literally, I was like, damn, that is good.
That's the girl.
That's A1
Ah,
stuff right there.
girl,
Um,
that blue eyeshadow.
mm,
Oh my
amen.
God. And she has just those beautiful tits and she has the gun belt as the top or the ammo
Hmm.
reload belt as the oh my
Oh,
God.
amazing.
And she gave it
Amazing.
her all because that's what she
That's what she
does.
does. That's what she does.
Jenna.
Mm,
Damn, he got me with this one.
no, I was like, damn, okay,
Like, hey, girl.
now we out here finding ourselves on Team Venus, and
I
here we
swear to
are.
God, and y'all, you've seen the journey. It started off rocky,
Got rockier, and
got
then slowly but
worse.
surely, like the
Because it was one of those,
heinousness.
it's one of those things where it's like I started like reluctantly being like, damn,
It's kind of
that's
clever.
kind of funny.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're like,
Again, what did I say last? It was like feminism just took a bullet. I don't remember what I said, but it was like it's like it's the same shit. I'm like, you
but
got me
hey,
with Jenna Jameson,
no,
iconic 90s porn star.
amen. Listen,
Whatever.
she's the one to make it believable. Like if you're gonna do it, do it.
Period. Hit
And we
full
say that.
send.
Um, so love to see it. Can't wait for Val Venus to finally come and enter the enter the WWF
Poor man.
because he's been coming for a minute.
Not you.
Done.
Not
I'm
you.
done. I'm done working blue.
Not
We're good.
you.
Um,
Uh,
so next we have Stone Cold Steve Austin. He comes out, does a grand old entrance to get onto commentary. Love to see it. Um, he
Love.
he before he makes it to the commentary table, he done grabs one of the guys like selling beers from the crowd, grabs his whole bucket, brings it over, and it's just like, I'm not sharing, so if you want some, you better get your
Yeah,
own.
he literally goes, if you want a cold one, you better go find somebody because I'm not sharing tonight.
No, absolutely not. And I
A
was like,
slay.
beautiful. He
Love
jumps
him.
onto the table, chugs a beer, sits down, and is like, okay, let's do this. And I
Literally just
was
a bucket of beers in front of him. He's like, yeehaw, let's do it.
no,
And guess
1,000.
what?
It was
He
great.
eats on commentary.
He every
He's
time.
so good.
He's just such a good talker. Like he can
He's
just talk.
amazing.
And you believe it. Everything he says, you're like, yeah, yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. So this brings us into our Terry Funk Mick Foley main
Tete-a-tete.
event. Uh Mick Foley no dropped all the characters. It's just Mick.
No
No
music. Ba
music,
ba ba ba. No
right.
music. Ba ba
And
ba.
he comes out man on a mission.
Mm.
Stone Cold Steve Austin on commentary. Terry Funk is one of the toughest bastards at any age. Doesn't matter. He does a
And
great
amen.
job. Because I think to me, I think JR mentions his age a little too often for me. I'm just like,
I
hey,
agree with
like
that.
he's not like over the pasture. Like
He's
he's
still gonna go on to
obviously
be
still
a
right.
champion at ECW, right?
So,
This happens
uh,
after.
when was this? No, it was before.
Oh, it was before.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought he goes to ECW after for some reason.
I don't remember. He might go back. I don't remember exactly. But yeah. But I was like, I don't know. It just like doesn't. I just don't think he gives him the credit that he deserves. I think he just kind of leans into his age a lot. I was like, this man is like a former NWA like champion. Like
And like,
he was like feuding with Ric Flair. Like for like, you know
girl.
what I mean? Like the man is a legend.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he just kind of leans into him being old
And
a little
he
too
calls him
much.
like a crazy old man a lot, which
Right.
he's definitely crazy,
And
but
well, while I agree, like, and Terry Funk will be the first to tell you, like,
mm-hmm.
middle-aged and crazy is
Middle-aged
his shtick.
crazy.
But it's just like I don't know. To me when they do it on commentary, sometimes it feels like to discredit him, not to be like, oh, he has all this experience, all this whatever, like he's like a grizzled veteran. You know, I don't know. It's just not the image they paint of him ever. So I was really glad that Stone Cold was like, no, that's one tough son of a bitch, and I'm gonna keep repeating it until you get it.
Yeah, and he
So
was like, and if I say it, like
I mean
that's
it.
how you know. Yeah.
Right. I says what
I
I
agree
mean.
with I agree with you.
So we, for some reason, have Pat Patterson as the special guest referee, which
What
really
the
adds
fuck?
nothing. Um,
Nothing. And for what?
because it's a no holds barred like falls count anywhere match. You barely need a referee, so let
I
alone like a crooked
swear.
one. So
Yeah.
um,
The
I
truth. Oh,
oh oh
is it? It's in the room.
so Funk brains Foley like three times out off the rip with a steel chair, knocking Foley into like the guardrail and like busting open the back of his head.
Like
Um,
immediately.
Basically the message of the story of this match is Foley willing to do whatever it takes to become the number one contender? Is he going to do what is being asked of him to get the spot that he
Which
feels he deserves?
I don't even know why we're asking this question because obviously.
Yes, but at the same time, it is also like at the behest of Mr. McMahon, who he just spent a whole thing being like, "I'm not going to be your dancing puppet," like
Which
sort of deal.
I
But
meant
it's
to say
like,
this but before. I just like can't. That's another thing I don't buy is Mick Foley giving into gaslighting by Vince McMahon.
right,
But
mm, he- here we
whatever.
are. So, oh, okay. So, for some reason, Stone Cold be having audio issues. It seems like it's like at the doing of Mr. McMahon pulling the strings in the truck, because it's only when Stone Cold Steve Austin speaks. He steals the King's microphone only for it to continue to happen. And then Stone Cold gets so mad that he blames the King and is like, "Are you in on this?" Doesn't even wait for a response, beats him up. Love to
Hmm.
see it. Love to see it. Hey, you ran your
Love
mouth
to see Jerry get
earlier.
beat up.
Love to see it. Um, so the match continues. Just some spots to highlight your no holds barred contest where we have the back body drop onto the concrete.
Boo.
Um, Funk basically throws Foley into the railing, knocking it over. The crowd like almost spills out into the ringside
I thought they
area.
were gonna rush the
They
area. I
they
was like, they
started
thought
to.
about it. They
They
thought about
definitely
it.
started to. So that's crazy. They take it into the crowd. They're fighting all over the place. Terry Funk does a moonsault off of one of the higher like crowd areas onto the ground, which is insane
He
by
was in front of this.
anybody's measure, let alone
Absolutely.
like
That also the people in the crowd in that area were cool as fuck because they kind of like helped him up and then he kind of was like make a hole and everyone was like no touch. Like
listen,
the
wrestling fans
girl
know.
and the girl who was in front of him was so hyped because he stopped right in front of her to do the moonsault and she was geeked. And I was like, yes, girl, I see you,
Absolutely.
girl.
Because like that's a moment. That's something you
Oh my, I
remember,
would
you know?
pass out. I would
I was like, do you remember
pass
when
out
Terry Funk did a moonsault off
onto
of the
Mick Foley
railing onto Mick
into the
Foley in
popcorn
front of
button.
my eyes?
Oh my,
Crazy.
I would pass out. Good for you, girl. Hope you're well wherever you are.
Amen. Oh my God. After he lands though, he's like yelling my neck, and I
He
was
goes,
like, oh my
stop
God, is this
the
it?
match.
Yeah, I was like, oh no. I was like, is this real? Like, really
He
had a
said,
moment.
I agree. And he was like, stop, stop. And Pat Patterson's like this.
Couldn't be
Hmm?
bothered.
What?
Right.
Hello?
Crazy. Follows that crazy moonsault up by getting a pile driver onto a table, through a table onto the floor by
Oh,
Foley. They continue to fight throughout the arena until they hit a door, which brings them to the top of the entrance ramp again. And Foley DDTs Funk on the ramp because, we just haven't had enough head trauma
like shredded
anyway.
his head like a cheese grater. Like he
No,
like
1000%. I
no.
love, I have the notes just says like Steve Austin with the ever full beer. Every time they cut to Steve Austin, he has a different full beer in his
Yeah, like
hand.
he chugs one and like when they cut away and come back, he has a full one. It's almost
Right.
like a
It's
continuity error, but it's actually just that he's drinking at a rate that is insane.
yeah. I was like, all right. So funny. Austin is such an enabler on commentary in this match.
It's great.
He loves it. He loves funk. He loves
He's a
Mick
fan.
Foley.
That's why
He's a
he's a
fan of
great
hardcore.
commentator.
Yeah. He's a fan of, the hardcore like style. He just wants to see two people beat the shit out of each other. He does not care. Does not care. Here for
It's
it.
great. He's
Um,
me.
no, when he's like,
Steve,
he's
come on.
no, he's
Come sit.
absolutely just like he's just like, yeah, brain him, hit him again.
Hit
He's
him
like,
again.
it,
He's like standing.
the thing is, doesn't matter. Like he doesn't to both of them. He's like, no, just beat each other up. That's great.
It's
Um,
awesome.
we get the cactus elbow with the chair onto a prone Terry Funk on the announce table.
They
Absolutely
were setting it
insane.
up, and Xavier's going, "Oh, here we go." And I go, "Here we go. Where are
I
we
know.
going?" I said,
And
because when Xavier gets like, I'm like,
I was
"What?
like, here we go. And
Where
yep,
are we
he set it
going?"
up and he just dropped that chair across the back of Funk's head. Follows that up with a double arm DDT. Funk kicks out somehow. And then he finally follows that up with another pile driver onto a
A
steel. Well, there
steal.
was one onto the mat and then another one onto the steel chair. And then he picks up the victory. And we're like, damn, damn. I was
Murder.
like, this man is like a cockroach. You cannot kill this dude.
I'm not kidding. Murder by death. Doesn't matter.
No, 1000%. So,
Oh,
Austin comes into the ring after that point because at various points throughout the match, Mick would go over to Austin and be like, "You're next,"
you're
this, that, and the
next.
other. And Austin's like, why don't you finish the job in front of you before you come trying to break off
Which,
another piece?" And
honestly,
very
period.
valid. Um, and so Austin beers him right in the face.
Work.
Mick thinks that he's hitting the mandible claw on Austin, but he actually has Pat Patterson. Love to see it.
Work.
So then they get into each other's face, they being Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mick Foley. They're yelling at each other, and then from behind, Pat Patterson comes swinging in with a steel
Mm,
chair. Stone Cold gives him a stunner for his troubles and sends him on his way.
boop.
And basically we are left with like, is Mick the number one contender? And it's pretty much verified when
Ew.
he's walking up the ramp and Dude Loves Music plays, and Vince McMahon comes back down with the aforementioned second
Second
rate
rate.
strippers. And Dude Loves ring attire. He basically wraps it around Mick Foley. The girls are like dancing up on him and they embrace. They embrace, and then Vince, Mick, and the girls have a little dance party at the top of the ring apron. So I guess Dude Love is back and will be the number one contender again.
Hmm. Such an
Yeah.
interesting flavor. I don't know.
A
Well,
Yeah. Yep. So that's the episode, guys, which is absolutely insane.
bleh.
Where are we going with this?
I don't know. One, I just really quickly want to say you look super hot today.
Oh, thank you. I
I've been
appreciate
really
that.
looking at you
It's the
this whole
shower.
time
I
we've been
should really do
recording.
that more often.
I was like, you were talking a few times. I was like, wow,
Thanks. That's great.
look at that guy.
Look at that guy.
Everyone's
Mm.
telling Xavier he's hot. It's really annoying. No one does it as much as I do.
Honestly, I agree.
Everyone get in line.
So
I
funny.
don't, I feel crazy. What's happening? I don't
Yeah,
want to
that's the
see
thing about the
Vince
Attitude
dance
Era, right?
to.
There's just so much that it's like, which should I be outraged about first?
Wait, this also just reminded me before we go quickly, can you give me your thoughts? Unless we save it for next week because it is late, but I want to know about what your thoughts are about John Cena.
Oh, and his last match?
Because I'm not kidding, this has never happened to me, but I guess like so somebody next door to my job watches our show. Hi. Um he cornered me and also a few other people have like cornered me and asked me what I thought about it. And I'm like, I have
Okay,
thoughts. I have
I
new to
have
wrestling
thoughts.
thoughts, but I haven't seen his career
Okay,
yet, but you tell me because I wonder if
okay.
our thoughts are
One,
similar.
okay. One, I will be honest. I
Okay.
I love the heel. I love the villain. I am not here for the superhero. character. John Cena
Amen.
is very much the superhero character. And on like the entire time growing up like with him, I mean, don't get me wrong, I respect John Cena. His career lasted almost 25 years and he
Hmm.
was the cornerstone of the bit of WWE for a very, very long time. However, he was never I was never the target audience for John Cena.
Right.
I'm not the one. I was rooting for Edge. I was rooting for CM Punk. I was rooting for Christian and Christ. I was always rooting for whoever was against Cena.
Makes
So
sense.
as like a fan, I was never like a Cena fanboy. So the things that I have, um, gripes with this final episode or the final match in his career. Here's the thing about wrestling tradition. You go out on your back, with the exception
Yes.
of Sting, which was it's a different company. It was a tag team match. It wasn't a singles thing. Like, it's different. Um, you go out on your back. You
Yep.
go out looking at the lights, building somebody else up. And
Yep.
Cena, this entire run, if if you actually listen to the man speak, has said that this is it. He's wrapping it up. He's going to remain retired, and this is about building what's coming next. He said, I wanted to win the 17th, which is like the most world titles that anybody has won um, ever in the WWE, because I want to shake the hand of the man that wins like 18. It's about
Mm.
building people up. So people were so mad that John Cena tapped out in his last match because his whole character is like the never give up guy. And so, but here's the gag, everyone. He's retired. The character is done. The character is retired. The character is over. So there is no character to protect. There is no like, oh, like it makes him look weak. He's done, babes. It's over. The next time you see
Mm.
John Cena, he's not going to be in jorts, okay? He's going to be in his
Let's
three-piece
pray.
suit because that's what he does now, and he's an actor, and he's going to come back and like he'll do like the WWE Legends kind of thing. He'll show up here and there. It's over. The character does not need to be protected anymore. What needs to happen is, and what did happen, in my like opinion, is Gunther, who is already kind of like he's been to the mountaintop, he's been the world champion. But you need big bad villains in wrestling to work. You need a big bad. You need somebody who does not give up about what the fans think. You need
Mm.
somebody who's just there to eat people up and spit them out. You need somebody to
Yep.
conquer. And you make somebody like that on the backs of people who are already leaving. Goldberg, he retired, and now he has John Cena. He's basically going to be the like Thanos of like retire like he's going to go on a retiring spree, I think.
Love.
And it makes and it like and because John Cena is so beloved by fans and so like they freaked the fuck out. They freak
Yeah, girl.
but it's like, hey, let's take a step back and maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what they wanted. They wanted you to freak the
Freak
fuck
out.
out. Because, hey, again, remember, wrestling, indifference is a career killer. You might not like it, you might hate it, you might have loved it, but you sure as shit felt something about it, which
Boop.
is the whole point of wrestling.
Yes.
So my gripe was with the never-ending slew of 40-year-old men crying, crying, crying because John Cena tapped out and no one wants to see John Cena. My childhood. He's retiring. If you didn't think that John Cena was going to give back to the business that he's help build, then you don't listen when he speaks. And that's on you, babes. That's on you. I don't want to hear another grown man throw a tantrum about John Cena's last match. It was absolute insane that like I would open my Instagram and it was just non-stop grown ass people crying. I'm sorry, if you think the ending of one match is enough to tarnish a 25-year career, then hey, like, sorry, the fan service was the 25-year career. Like,
Boop.
hey, he served
Period.
you for 25 years. He gave you all of these matches, all of these feuds. Even when he like got all this criticism for being like a crap wrestler. He got better in the ring. Like he did all of that. Maybe, just maybe, the way he wanted to go out is the way he wanted to go out. Like,
Hmm.
so sorry to break it to you. You're not the booker.
Yep.
And maybe if people spend a little less time fantasy booking what they think should happen and just, I don't know, enjoy the show that is being presented to them, they would just enjoy things more. Like, it's crazy concept. I'm
Yeah.
sorry you opened Pandora's box, but I have been sitting on
No,
that
I
for like a
wanted to.
week because it's just like,
I
hey,
was like
I
this.
cannot listen to another grown man throw a tantrum about this. Like, I can't.
Well, you want to know what's so crazy? First of all, I knew I was opening Pandora's box and I wanted to. I was literally
Mm,
rubbing my hands maliciously, like, so been waiting. And
thank
I
you.
waited till the end of the episode too because I knew it would be
Oh,
a. But
eh,
want to know what's so crazy is without consulting you and without like with just me thinking about it, that was my genuine feeling. I was like, well, because when I was talking to this person about it, I
hmm
was like, well, it's just tradition. You go out on your back. Like, why would you want to go out a winner in wrestling? Like, and that's to me what makes wrestling such a unique experience because like that's like there's so many other parts at work and I won't, go too into it, but like I also was like, and the gripe that this person specifically expressed to me was the tapping out. And I was like, but that's like almost him going out on his own terms. It's like he's
that's
conscious
the
of the
point.
decision
Like,
he's making. Yes, it's like if he
he's
was
letting
knocked
go.
out,
Like, he's tapping out of
yes,
all of it. Like, it wasn't just the match. Like, he's done. He's throwing in the towel. He's symbolically telling you that
releasing,
he has given you
tapping
all
out.
that he has left. There is no more left in John Cena, the character. That was him
Yes.
saying, like, I'm letting it go. Like, I
And yeah.
have nothing left to fight for.
Yep. And to your point, even I, again, and I'm not trying to be like, we like pat myself on the back. I'm just saying, like, even from an objective, like, new to wrestling viewpoint, I was like, also, how do you make the most reviled heel in the business is you have them take out the most beloved baby face.
Right.
Duh. Like, I was just like, and again, I'm not trying to like shit on anybody's opinion, whatever, but I was just like, I was curious because like I bet Xavier and I feel the same way, and we didn't even talk about it until
No,
just
yeah,
now.
yeah.
But I was like, you go out on your back, babe. That's how you do it. Nobody wants to see someone retire a winner in wrestling. Sorry, I don't.
Right. Well, again, Sting I think is
Sting's
probably
different, but
the only exception. Like,
also
and
like,
also people had a gripe with that. So it's
and it's
like,
fair. And also though, like they broke their bodies. Like Darby Allin went through like a glass like sheet. Like I
right.
think it's fine. I think they went out on their backs in a different way, and it was on their
And
back
it
to the hospital.
and
Like,
it's also like it also made sense in the entire run of Sting in AEW. He didn't not have singles matches. Sting was not that wasn't a singles part of his career. Like
yeah.
he knew you like his age, his limitations. He knew he was going to be working in tag. Like the only reason he got it was really like back into like wrestling on a more like regular schedule is because of Darby Allin and because
Yes.
like Darby's like such a like insane person that like he's like infectious in that way. Like they did this match during COVID that was like one of those like cinematic matches where they like,
Hmm.
and apparently those are far more taxing than a 20-minute match. You know what I
Of
mean?
course.
Because you have to
Yeah.
stop and start and stop and start, and it's hours of that. And Darby's like, if you can do that, you can wrestle 20 minutes in the ring.
No,
Um,
so true. And I
so
honestly think in that way, like Sting kind of like this is maybe a stretch, but he kind of does go out on his back putting Darby out over in that match. Like,
right.
and not that he wasn't over before, but I mean, this is a whole other debate we could talk about, but I was like really curious about your thoughts because like
Oh,
no one's like really approached me like that to discuss. And I was like, well, these are my thoughts, and I'm not sure,
hmm.
whatever, but these are my thoughts. And like, turns out
Yeah.
I'm right.
No,
Well,
yeah, that
I'm
well,
not right. I'm
we
just,
share an opinion,
we
but it's
share
like,
thoughts.
yeah, but I was just like, the argument for him not doing it was just like I didn't like I didn't want to see it. And it's like, hey, and the thing that really annoyed me is the crowd, instead like of enjoying Cena's last moments in the ring, spent a lot of that time like cursing at Triple H for not agreeing with the decision. Like they literally like started an FU like Triple H chant, like because all of the backstage like all the wrestlers in the locker room like poured out to like say goodbye. Um and while Triple H is coming out, they're like saying like F you, this, that, and it's like, hey, like that's literally John Cena's like final moments in the ring. And then granted, they kind of got him back. They played like a video package. John Cena left his his shoes in the ring, also a tradition, his like armbands, like he's like, okay, like I'm done. Like he walked out and left. But it's like you would rather you're so mad that instead of just enjoying the final moments of this man's career with him, like you have to like meh about it. It's just like mm. I was like, okay, maybe just enjoy the fact that you had him. I yeah, like I don't know what to tell you.
Again, yeah, for so long. And
Right.
it's again, it's like it's not like he didn't tell you that's what was going to happen.
They
So,
literally had a countdown. They literally have been counting down the entire year
oh, even I knew about all
about how
this.
many dates there were and like blah blah blah. And I get it. Like people are mad like the heel run was stupid and blah blah blah. But you still had great moments in his retirement like year. You still got another CM Punk match. You still got he built up Dominic Mysterio on his way out. You got another John Cena Randy Orton match. You got another John Cena Brock Lesnar match for whatever that was. And you got a one hell of a John Cena AJ Styles match, which was the fan service of this tour. Like
Yeah.
that was the match that was like that this is my love letter to wrestling. This is my love letter to you all.
Yeah.
And babes, you go out on your back in wrestling. I'm so sorry.
It's so
It's
true.
tradition, and like it's people were like, I want Vince back. I was like, babe, where do you think he got that tradition
What?
from? Yeah,
Girl,
don't even get
first
me
of all,
started.
ew, fuck you for that.
Oh,
Whoa,
there's
that just
so
made
there
me irate.
no, there
Whoa, shut the
listen,
fuck up.
spend enough time on Reddit and you'll find them. They're out there.
Ew.
People were like genuinely like want, and then I'm like, okay, maybe let's get him cleared of sex trafficking if we're gonna try and give him a job first. You know,
I
like
want Vince back? What?
fickle, fair weather
Y'all
friends, a
make
lot of
me
wrestling fans.
sick. No, no, I was fine until just now.
No,
Y'all
but the
just
thing
really
is like,
pissed me off.
hey, look at anybody else that's like retired recently. It's like, hey, like Ric Flair lost, Shawn
Boop,
Michaels lost.
lost.
Like, hello, like this is what we do. Like this is what you build someone up on the way out. Like that's how it works. Where do you think John Cena learned that shit from?
Swear.
It's Vince McMahon's company. It's his family's tradition. Like
It's
that's what
wrestling.
happened.
It's wrestling.
So, yeah.
Why do I know that? Y'all shut up.
Amen.
Oh
So
my
again,
God.
but granted, we're now like almost a week out, so it's a little bit less
It's
incessant at the very least. And
yeah.
Gunther, knocked it out of the park, I think, on Monday Night Raw the following day. He comes out, he's like he basks in the booze. He like fakes them out like he's gonna leave like a few times. We get this exchange between him and AJ Styles, like basically like he goes John Cena tapped like a little bitch on his way out, and you're like, boop.
Boo.
It's so funny. And
And
then
again, he's doing it.
but that's he's the big bad, and I love it. You need the to build the big bad. And
Yeah.
I think they're building towards him retiring Brock Lesnar and then him retiring AJ Styles.
A
So I would
serve.
not be surprised if that's what ends up happening. So it's just like, hey, this is what happens. This is wrestling. I don't know why we're all like suddenly shocked. Um,
Yeah.
I get it. Like you, everybody loved John Cena, and like I respect him. I really do. Like he did a
Mm-hmm.
lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't get to be the corner like piece of a company like that without having chops. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's I get it, but it's just like this is I don't know what you were expecting. Is really was is my like what I took away from it. I was just like, what did you think was gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
So those are
Well,
my thoughts on that.
love. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you for watching this episode of the New to Wrestling podcast. For liking, commenting, subscribing, all of those good things. Make sure you look out for updates about the coat drive. We will be sharing via our socials and number 2W podcast on Instagram or New to Wrestling podcast, one word, various places. If you type one, it doesn't show up, it's going to be the other.
The other.
Thank you so much. We will catch you on the next one.
We'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye.